Well, from Nordic walking in England to bungee jumping in Aotearoa, our next guests are on an epic adventure.
Que tal se você chamasse a sua família?
50 viikon aikana 50.
Since October, health and fitness personalities Paul and Jacqui Brown, along with their 9-year-old son Ben, have been traveling around the world promoting sports and healthy lifestyles.
Well, first of all, what is behind this whole challenge? What are you doing it for?
Well, Carl, it's pretty simple. Jacqui and I have been in the health club industry all of our lives. You know, we love fitness, we love exercise, and we love sports. And over the last 30 or so years, we've seen a massive decline in activity levels in our kids. You've only got to look around and see how much time they spend playing on their computer screens, watching videos and the like. And there's a lack of balance there. Obesity has doubled in the last 10 years. It is going to double again in the next 7. And everywhere we go, we're going to visit schools and talk to kids and basically say, look, just find something, get some type of activity in your lives. We figured if we could prove to the world that we can find 50 different sports to do in 50 weeks, then surely every family out there can find at least one sport that they could do on a regular basis.
"50 sports in 50 weeks" brings us to the Cochrane Curling Club in Alberta, Canada, and this is Curling Week.
Fabulous. 100 years old, and it's here is the number from 1 to 10. You see how slippery it is. Now, and on the other foot, we have one of these. Your first 5-10 minutes. My question to you guys is, are you right or left-handed? The slider goes on this left foot. So if we're right-handed, left foot for the slider, and right foot for the gripper, okay?
Before we even picked up a curling stone, David had us learning the basics, how to move on the ice without falling. He showed us the slider shoe, the gripper, and how to balance with the broom while gliding. At first, it felt strange, one foot sliding, one holding you steady, but once you find that rhythm, it's pure fun. Gliding down the ice, releasing the stone, watching it spin and curl, it's smooth, technical, and way more addictive than I expected.
You're probably wondering what all these brooms have to do with anything, and is it it's not real exercise? Well, when you see curling in action, you'll see the sweepers sweeping in front of the path of the rock, okay? And what they're doing is they're melting that pebble, and they're taking it from ice to water so the rock runs more smoothly. Everybody has their role to play every shot, whether you're throwing, whether you're sweeping, whether you're skipping and calling the line. You know, there's that sporting expression, calling the shots. That's from curling. That's a curling expression, and it's what the skip does. He calls the shots.
That's where the expression comes from?
Yep, absolutely. Ben, can you try and just move this rock for me, please? Come on, put some muscle into it, young man. The reason that you struggled with that is this rock weighs 45 pounds. Okay, it's granite, it's quite solid. But the thing I'm going to show you is on the underneath, all right? Run your hand over the bottom of that rock.
With your rub off.
See, it's not flat, is it? No. There's this ridge that runs around it, and that's the piece of the rock that's in connection with the ice.
But David, how old were you when you got into curling?
I'm a very recent convert to curling. I was in my early 40s when I took up the sport of curling.
Why?
Well, the principal reason for that was actually my daughter's interest around the Olympics. She was watching by chance the Olympics, saw the sport of curling. I had no idea that she would have any interest in it at all. She was caught by it, and I came down here to the Curling Club in Cochrane to find out if they had a junior program, and they did, and the price I paid for that was my getting involved myself too.
So this is the case of the kids dragged their dad?
Absolutely. No, absolutely. I was quite content playing soccer, a few other sports, and but my daughter was dead set on playing curling, so curling it was.
I like curling because it's really fun, and I like to do it as a team, and it's gave me lots of new friends. I think it's really important that your parents encourage you, so you know that you won't like disappoint them, but they'll always be there supporting you no matter how you do.
I think curling is a great game because you can have fun, you meet new friends, it's very social, and you can stay active.
The thing I love about curling is it's actually a very technical sport. I love golf, I'm hopeless at it, but I appreciate the technique that you've got to have to be successful at golf. And it's the same with curling. There's a lot of concentration required, there's a very high skill component, and I know sometimes when you look at curling for the first time, it maybe seems like a bunch of people having a good time on the ice, but if you want to be good at it, you've got to learn to be consistent. In the same way at golf, you've got to have that consistent swing rhythm. If you want to throw a football or a baseball, you've got to have that consistent swing. It's the same with curling. You've got to get into that groove.